Taking a ferret home is quite the adventure. We need to make sure that we're meeting all of a ferret's 4 basic needs, and we are prepared to take care of that animal successfully. To facilitate the item selection process, Petland has put together our Moss Hollow Ferret Homecoming Kit. And the idea is if you got this kit and you pair it up with a proper habitat, you've got a good start to getting your ferret all the things it needs. There's still going to be more stuff, but it's a good start. So we'll just want to go through and explain the rationale and the reason and what is all included so that you know how to use all of these items. So the first thing to understand about ferrets is that they are a true carnivore, and so we need to send them home with the proper diet that they're already used to eating. And when a ferret first goes to a new environment, they experience a good degree of stress. So we have to manage the stress by not interacting with them too much when they first go home, keeping them on the same food, and then providing a couple stress relievers. Stress manifests itself mostly in the form of diarrhea in a ferret. Sometimes they'll also lose their appetite. So the food that we use is the Marshall Premium Ferret Diet. It's a pellet. And when you first take your ferret home, you're actually going to use this in a 3-to-1 dilution. So you'll put some of this in your ferret's dish, and then it's going to be 1/3 food to 3 parts warm water. You let that sit about 5 minutes and it kind of turns into a mush, and then you stir it up and you serve. In that mixture, we have a stress reliever called duck soup. And so you'll actually put some of this duck soup powder into that mixture, and when you stir it all up, it gets incorporated. This is a probiotic, so this is going to help with the gut health, reduce the chances of diarrhea, and increase nutrient absorption for your ferret to help reduce this stress. We also have Furovite. This is your primary appetite stimulator. So what you'll do with this is put about 1 inch on your finger, have the ferret lick it off, and then while you're preparing the food and letting that sit to turn into mush, that's working its way into the ferret's system and increasing its appetite drive, so that when you offer food, the ferret will eat more vigorously. So that's the nutritional stuff that's in this kit. We also have the ability to reinforce ferret behavior with rewards. So because ferrets are a carnivore, they will need a meat-based reward. So we have these chicken-flavored bandits. These are made by Marshall's, the ferret breeder. They are a high-protein snack, and this is your reward. They come in different flavors. You'll start with the chicken. Chicken is also what the food is made from, so that way we're not giving the ferret unfamiliar proteins right away to mess with its tummy. But this can be used just the way you would reward a puppy for good behavior. You can reward a ferret to encourage good behavior. So that is in this homecoming kit. Environmentally, ferrets like to climb, but they also like to sleep in a small enclosed area. Ferret habitats are typically vertically oriented, and one key piece of rounding out the habitat is providing a ferret hammock. So this is a little monkey-shaped hammock. They can sleep on it, but they can also go in it. There's a little pocket. Super cute. So this is going to be a great place for your ferret to snuggle up and sleep, and they'll get to exhibit their normal burrowing behavior by getting in that little pocket. So that's a very nice thing that's part of this ferret kit as well. The ferrets in this environment get food out of both water dishes and water bottles. When a ferret first goes home, it's good to offer water in both a dish and a water bottle. Long term, the water bottle is actually cleaner because as the ferret drinks, they're not able to throw debris, bedding, and muck into the open dish. The water is clean and safe, and you can observe how much the ferret's actually drinking as the level in the water bottle goes down, so that you get a nice water bottle included in this kit. This kit also features a lockable, tip-proof crock. So there's a bracket that secures the crock. You basically put this piece on the outside of the habitat and you clamp it down, and then the crock there's a little thing that allows the crock to be removed from here, but it locks it in place so the ferret can't dump it. If you don't do a lockable crock, you have to have a heavy dish that is hard for the ferret to get under and tip. It's just part of their normal, playful, mischievous nature that they like to dump their food. So having something that locks in place is very helpful. You're not wasting food that way. It is important with the ferret food that you make that mixture wet, but then if the whole thing's not consumed throughout the course of the day, you want to change it out. You don't want to leave that in there for more than a day, because it'll start, it's a meat-based food, it'll start to go bad. So you want to put new fresh mixture of food in there daily. All of the ferrets at Petland are descented and neutered. Now, ferrets that have not been descented have the ability to spray, similar to the way a skunk can spray. A descented ferret can't do that. They still smell a little musky, a little ferrety. So there is actually a product called this Goodbye Odor. This is something that you can add to the ferret's water. You add it regularly, and if you use it continuously, it makes the ferret's poop not stink. What an amazing product. It also reduces the ferret's body odor. So a product that makes poop not stink, pretty cool thing. The one aspect of it that is important to understand though is that you must use it continuously. So you'll be going through this, because you know they drink a lot of water, you'll be using this item regularly. So we do offer it in larger quantities. This is a starter quantity. To actually see the benefit, you can't skip out on it or only use it every once in a while. You got to use it all the time. But Goodbye Odor is pretty cool for that odor management aspect. When we also talk about odor management, we think about giving a ferret a bath. You don't give rabbits or guinea pigs baths, but you absolutely do give your ferret a bath. And ferrets can actually learn to swim. Probably every 3 weeks to once a month is what you're going to do. And it is important to use a ferret-specific shampoo. A ferret's skin has specific qualities about it where you shouldn't use like human baby shampoo or Dawn dish soap or dog shampoo. None of those things are rated for a ferret's skin. So this is a thing that you would use specifically for it. And it is tear-free as well, so this is very gentle for your ferret. So again, every 3 weeks to once a month, you bathe them with this. When you set up the ferret's habitat, something you need to understand is that they will seek out the corners of the habitat and actually go potty in the corners. So to help with that, we actually have a corner-shaped litter box as part of this homecoming kit. It has a grate. I would remove the grate to start with. Eventually you can put that in if you think it benefits you. But ferrets back up into a corner and then go potty in that corner. Once you know what corner they like, you can put the box in that very same corner. And then this box actually features a bracket with clamps. That is great because ferrets are mischievous, and ferrets, if the box is not secured in the corner, a ferret will move the box and then go potty right behind the box. So having the little brackets with clamps, I'll show you how these clamps work. This is the clamp that is used to secure the box. And so what happens is it's a threaded clamp. So this is on the inside of the cage in the corner, this on the outside of the cage through the bars, and you'll screw it down. And then once it's secure, this bracket then slides into the back of the box. So you'll be putting that box in that corner. So you won't clamp this down super tight until the box is in place, then you further secure it. And there's one for each side of that corner so that the ferret cannot move the box out of the corner. Now certain ferrets, they won't just pick one spot, they'll choose a few different corners, so sometimes you'll need to get additional litter box. We do also sell a spring accessory to block off corners so they can't actually potty in the corner, so that may be an option if you don't want to have a million litter boxes in your ferret habitat. You do get one litter box in this homecoming kit. Our homecoming kit also comes with some of the Fresh World bedding. Now a lot of times, you don't even have to do a lot of bedding on the floor of the main habitat. Some people would use like a microfiber blanket or something like that on the floor of the main habitat. You could use this bedding if you wanted to, but the ferret will largely be using the bathroom in the corners of the habitat anyway. This is a litter you can use. It's paper-based, so it's not a choking hazard, and if the ferret accidentally ingested a little bit of this, it would pass harmlessly through. This also does a good job of odor control. We do not recommend the wood-based shavings for a ferret. It's too dusty, and ferrets will sometimes plow their head into their bedding, and then they'll get that wood dust up their nose, and that won't be good. This is pre-screened for dust, so it's as low a dust as you could have in a shredded paper product. And this is ferret safe and good at odor control and absorbing moisture. So this is also in your Ferret Homecoming Kit. The final thing that's in this kit is a little ferret sneaker toy, and the toy might vary over time, so if you get a kit, it might have a different toy. But the idea is ferrets are playful creatures. They should be entertained, and so you get a toy. It's just like with a little kid or a puppy. You don't want to just have one toy, so we would suggest you get a variety of additional things for the ferret to play with, but it's nice to have something to start with, and that is also in this package. So that is the full Ferret Homecoming Kit. That kit, plus a proper habitat, is a really good start to getting yourself set up to care for a ferret. If you have any questions about ferret care, please come to the store and speak with a pet counselor. We wish you ferret success.